Alright, so we are up to day 89. And the quote for today is, "Sometimes the only available transportation is a leap of faith." Have you ever taken a leap of faith? And if so, how did it work out? Is it time for a new leap of faith? And if so, with what? So if you're following along, just take a few minutes to pause the video and think about these questions, and I will tell you what I wrote. So, have you ever taken a leap of faith? I said, I guess you could say that. When I was younger, I feel like I did a lot of things without really thinking too much about it. If I wanted to do something and there wasn't any major opposition to it, I just did it. Thankfully, all of the things I did weren't things that would harm anyone else or anything. One big thing that comes to mind was moving to Florida to go work at Disney. But I don't really feel like it was a leap of faith to do that. I didn't feel like there was anything super risky about it at the time, but looking back, it was a pretty substantial life change for me. Same with deciding to move away from home for my master's. But again, I felt like it was a relatively safe decision. I guess the current thing I'm sorting with now is my relationship with my partner. I guess I'm somewhat taking a leap in staying with them, but it almost feels like a bigger leap to let them go. At some point, I want to start a business or do something big with my life that will require taking a leap, but for now, I'm still just sort of going with the flow, like I've always done. And yeah, like it's weird because I feel like I've done a lot of things that most people would consider like, wow, that's really taking a leap. Like, but to me at the time when I was doing it, like, I didn't really feel like it was. It was just, I think, from like one day to the next. And I don't know. It's like sometimes I overthink things and sometimes I don't. So it's certain things that most people would like overthink and overplan and things like that. I'm just kind of like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. So it's kind of weird. I don't really know how to explain it. But yeah, the big leap that I think I will be taking in the future, like even starting my PhD program, like I've mentioned, I just kind of did it. Like I just applied and just did it. So I don't know. But yeah, the next thing will be like whatever happens after my PhD program. If it's like starting a business. Actually, I feel like I'm taking a leap a little bit in terms of making these videos. I was thinking about it this morning and I'm actually kind of surprised that I've kept this up. Not because this is anything like hard to do, really with how I've got it set up now. It's pretty easy to just, turn on the camera, but to kind of like put myself out there. And there's been times that I've gotten really pretty well into social media, like on Instagram for a while. I was like posting posts every day and getting on and like liking people's stuff and just kind of being more engaged with like the community on Instagram, because I was like kind of into like veganism and zero waste and things like that. So I was like following and interacting with people from those communities, and I would notice it would come in cycles. And I talk a lot about like my hormone cycle, because I have noticed different personality things that happen with my moods and things like that happen cyclically. And I would feel like there would be some times that I would like love the content that I was making, love the little reels and stuff that I was filming. And I don't think I made reels. I kind of got off of there when reels really started like popping off, but I would make stories and I would put this time into like making my stories of my cooking and other things. But then I would get these days where I'm like, I just want to delete my account for no reason, no good reason. I wouldn't get like hate comments or anything like that. I would just start feeling really insecure about, I don't know, how people may perceive my posts or me or things like that. And I would be doing these like 30-day like fitness things. And you know, there were some days that I was just like, yeah, this is cool. I'm doing this every day, posting my progress every day. And then there was other days that I'm just like, I feel so insecure. I don't want to like post myself. I want to delete everything. But I think I finished off all of the 30-day ones and posted every day that I did. But there was definitely some days that I was more hesitant to posting and feeling more insecure. And I'm actually surprised that I've had a little bit of that with this, of like, why am I posting these every day? Who even cares? Like, this is stupid. And to be honest, I don't know why I post these every day. Like, I just feel like I got a lot of value out of these. And as I was like the whole time, like the 200 days that I was like filling this out, there was a lot of times that I was like, wow, this is a good question. I feel like a lot of people might have these kind of questions and, you know, maybe have a same or different perspective than me. So yeah, I don't really know why I'm doing these, but it's just an idea that I have. And now that I'm already this far through it, I'm just gonna stick with it, I guess. But I'll just finish it and leave it up and put it out there in the ether, and I guess we'll just see if someone comes across something and finds value in it, then great. And if not, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of taking a leap of faith in this and just all my content. Like all the stuff that I post, I sometimes, here's something. So I guess I don't feel as weird with like people online that I don't know personally seeing my content. But I had to give a presentation the other day and be around some of my old colleagues because I've been working from home for a while. And I don't see or interact with other people, and not since I've been posting on my, you know, posting on my YouTube channel. And, you know, a part of me was like, what if one of them like finds these videos? Because I feel like I am kind of introverted with them, and I don't really share a lot of like well, it depends. Like when I was in an office with a couple people, sometimes I felt like I would overshare with those few people, but those couple of people. But most of the other people, like, no, like they don't know that much about me. And even my boss, she knows a little bit, but she doesn't know like a lot. Like she'll ask me about things, and she used to ask me more about things, but like, I don't know. I think she realizes that I don't really share too much. And so she doesn't really ask too much about, you know, what's going on, but she lets me know that she's there for me, and, you know, so that's good. But yeah, I got a little bit of anxiety, just a little bit, just thinking about like, what if some of these people come across my videos, because I'm, you know, sharing a lot, and in some of my other videos, like showing a lot. And yeah, there was a little bit like the last day or two of me like second guessing all of it. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I want to do a bodybuilding competition? Like, why am I making these videos? Why am I sharing all this stuff? And I don't really know, but for the time being, I like it. So I'm going to keep doing it for now. I'm going to finish this out. Like I'm already like halfway through it at this point. So, or almost halfway. Yeah, almost halfway. So, I mean, but yeah, kind of taking a leap of faith with just putting myself out there on the internet. Because that could have definitely have some negative consequences, you know, in terms of employment and things like that, I guess. But I'm just not really thinking about that for the time being. I'm just doing what feels right, I guess. But yeah, the next thing will be whatever I do after I finish school. And there may be some things coming up that may affect that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do whenever I'm done with school, but I'll just figure it out, and I will probably take a leap and hopefully hopefully it's the right one, because I've taken a couple of leaps in the past that have been not the best decisions, and a lot of it has to do with like some of my gardening stuff. Like I joined the Master Gardeners and I kind of overcommitted to that group, and then I was really stressed about like keeping up with my volunteer hours and like all that stuff, and I didn't enjoy like the projects I was working on, and I probably should have said something like, hey, I'm not interested in this at all. Like I tried my best to be interested in like maintaining a butterfly garden, but I'm interested in like growing actual food, or and so I just kind of lost interest in that, and I felt bad. I felt like stressed to have to keep up with that group. And the same thing with this other group, like I set up this aquaponics system, and then like to maintain it and everything, like I don't know, like I kind of took the leap with moving it down there, and then I felt kind of stuck with that. So I'm scared to take a leap and be stuck committed to things that are gonna, you know, some stress is good, but like if you're stressed and you realize it's not for you, then like, I don't know. So I'm worried. I want to make the right decision. Like I don't mind doing something difficult. I just want to make sure that whatever leap I take is going to be one that's going to be the best one for me. That's not going to, you know, kind of have a negative impact on my life or mental health, I guess. So that's all I have for day 89. I will be back tomorrow with day 90.